Good evening, everyone. There we go. Now it's working. And welcome to another tournament stream. So I have got the room, so we can already go in. Basically, I changed some settings in my sound, so I would love to hear if this sounds better if I'm cutting off. Because I have a feeling that stuff might not be working the way that it should. And I'm just trying to avoid the microphone cutting me off. Because yesterday, when I was watching back the fragment of the utterly insane game with all the BZTs, I found out that basically OBS kept muting me whenever I was just laughing too much. So I just want to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So I've changed some settings and I'm really hoping that stuff is working as intended. So I've basically just changed a few things. So yeah, just let me know if stuff is working okay. It doesn't seem to be. Settings look really weird. I'm not trusting this at all. Just change this, actually. Let me take those away. There we go. I think this should be better again. Yeah, I think it is. GG. Not frustrating at all. Yeah, I am getting a new microphone, so I will be playing around with that. I've changed my sound settings back to the way that it was, because I think that that will work better. I just need to make sure that I don't laugh too loudly, apparently. Anyhow, bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping happening. And you can win stuff in the chats, basically fan containers now and battle passes later. If you want to have a chance to win stuff, then you need to post your in-game name, your server, and your exact damage guess, the guess that you basically think Rackham will do in damage on the second game. After the first game is over for me, I will stop the guessing. But yeah, that's basically it. I apologize for any brain derps that may happen, because they will happen, they always happen. And we are starting off with a very fun lineup again. We have Rackham versus Inns, and yesterday that was just amazing. I had so much fun yesterday. And the stupid thing is that OBS didn't actually show that I had that much fun, because I was laughing so much, and basically OBS just cut me off. It's just rude, you know? Like, I get all the intelligence, microphone settings and stuff like that. I don't need that. I just want a microphone that picks up my sound. I don't want it to cut things off. I don't need it to basically filter a lot of background noise, because there isn't a lot of background noise here. And I just need it to work, and I have no idea how to change it and make it better. But yeah. Anyhow. We are starting it off on Campstilla. To be fair, the name doesn't quite do it justice anymore, Campstilla, because we have seen very interesting games on Castilla in the past, and it's not as campy as it used to be. Like before, there were so many games where people were just in positions and there was just like no action whatsoever. And that's not to say nothing was happening, because there's a lot of stuff that happens even when these players are standing still, with information gathering and just looking to see where everyone is at and everything. But we have seen very action-packed matches on Castilla as well, so I am looking forward to watching that. Anywho, just over a minute left to go. Inns now completely ready with 6 Kraanwagens and a Rijnwetter Panzerwagen. And on Rackham's side, as in this sound, I can adjust that. There's a 3-minute delay, so you will not... There we go. Also back to where it used to be, I think. It's a bit frustrating, not gonna lie. Oh, no. Hopefully stuff is sorted by the time you hear this, at least. The thing is, I watch the little bars with the sound. I'm not a tech expert. I'm not really an expert in anything stream related. So I'm not enjoying that I have to sort this out. Yeah. With 18 seconds left to go, we now have Rackham ready with 3 Kraanwagens, a Felice... Sorry, 4 Kraanwagens, a Felice, a Rijnwetter Panzerwagen, and an E50M. Interesting to see what that will do. Always at that little moment where I just quickly check, am I readied up? Because there's always a chance that I forgot that. Let's see. Thank you, Gernot, by the way. Really appreciate the feedback for the sound stuff. I do like this camo though. It looks so good. I need more certs of it. I don't think I've used the certs that I've got for it, mainly because I'm just afraid to have FOMO, that I use it on a tank and then I'm like, I wish I could have used it on this tank instead. Let's see. And here we go. I am curious what Krim is going to do with that E50M, because it is such a cheeky monster to drive. This is the thing, like, in randoms, these players are just utterly OP. In tours, they are all OP. I always like this. A lot of people don't realize that you can actually drive up that hill at the right angle. Like Shan has done now. Silver on the other side. They're now in a position where they're... Shen decides that he doesn't want to be there. Instead going up the hill on the other side. Potentially laying a trap. Silver is not spotting anyone. So goes back to get the cap. Because that will get the advantage in points to them. Base C is being overlooked by Krim. We have Rome protecting Base C as well. And now, Rackham has the base advantage. They have the point advantage that will slowly be growing. We have the Walker, Lotion? I don't know. Moving forwards. No, TF. It's the Walker Lotion and TF Pantage. Who was off Pantage for before. Prim getting some shots in. Silver getting spotted there. Has to be careful. The Walker losing a whole lot of HP, getting basically shot from everywhere. And a bit more. TF now moving in to shield the Walker so that they can't get shot again. And he still takes a hit there. Base C is getting capped. But they're already 100 points ahead. And now we have them crossing over there. Rome is reloading. He is going to die here. There's just no ifs or buts about it. There's just too many tanks coming at him. But he is not alone, and it may cost him a tank as well. He does go down, but the Walker goes down as well. And we have Albert can play. Now in a precarious position because he can't really get out of there. He's now unspotted. He is getting out of there. He does get spotted though. Is he going to get away with it? No, he is not going to get away with that. TF holding in the middle. Shen losing a little bit of HP. Basically, Krim being a bully. And Rackham has a tank advantage. A big HP advantage of about like 5.5k. And now we have Moist being set upon by Big Boy and Piaxley. He's not going to survive that. That is too many guns. He actually gets tracks as well. And there he goes. And this is a masterclass in casually murdering your opponents, really, by Rackham. I don't think Inns thought that this would go this way. Oh, well, obviously not. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done this. But the thing is, Rackham was so ready for this. And now it's just Ollie's last one left alive for Inns. And he may kill Silver. But he might not even get the chance. He is trying to. And Silver is just like, nope, denied. Now Krim is taking the shots. But it doesn't really matter. They have two bases. They're at 840 points. Silver's still getting a cheeky shot in as well. And Oliska actually gets on fire. That is just adding insult to injury, really. How rude. Beautiful, though. So that is the first... I got another item. I want to know what that is. This was an absolutely beautiful game. And like I said, Camstilla not quite living up to the name anymore. Beautiful. So that is the first game up and over. And I just, like, these are the games I really enjoy. Like, I love the patiently build-up gaming that happens on EU. I love APAC scales. And I say that as a term of endearment, really, because APAC doesn't play like any other server. And you can have patient games, but you can also have completely bizarre, chaotic games, and it's so fun. And this game was just beautiful, really. Like the spotting of base A, or at least spotting around base A, deciding no one was there, getting that cap, and then just having people in the right positions to spot people crossing over. Stop guessing now. There you go. Basically, I think we have 3 entries. That means you all win 2 grades. That's easy. 33 seconds left to go. We have Ins ready with 6 Kranwagens and a Ram met de Panzerwagen. And on Rackham's side, we see 5 Kranwagens, a Felice, and a Ram met de Panzerwagen. We also need to unpin. Go. And we see Silver now in an LT. I wonder if that means that they've got something else planned. I also need to get my heated pillow on my chest. My back is killing me. Do, do, do. Yeah, I do like the camo. And I also like the little subtle animation. It's not that big of one, but it looks so good. Let's see. Thank you, Calestra. I did change the settings back to normal, to be honest. The thing is that I don't know how I can keep it from cutting me off just for being loud, really. Because that's basically what it's doing. We're going to stick with Silver a little bit here. Just looking at the little things moving around. Driving through a tree. That gives a lot of information immediately. Shen taking a big hit there. Silver's also spotted though, so has to be careful. Prim spotted. And now if the Kranwagen's moving there, we have Beasley basically lying in wait just to avoid anyone coming at him. Using the super speed boost to move around now. ST's moving in. Right now, no one is spotted anymore. I hear the blind shot. No bases have been kept. And I wonder if they're going to try. Silver is still... There's still so many blind shots being taken. Silver is being very careful here with the spotting. I'm keeping a very high bird's eye view, but actually that's mainly just so you can see every angle, because people are in very insensitive positions now. ST has not been spotted by Silver. They do expect someone to be there. Pxley has now been spotted. The Walker as well at the back there. Now base A is getting capped. And immediately takes a hit for it. That is also a bit of a trap because that costs Pxley 2 shots of HP. Base C getting capped on the other side. Silver in the middle of it, not in the bushes. Which is... Oh, he got blind shot there. Like, just in the middle of the base, not behind a bush or anything. He just got blind shot. Well done. They expected that to happen. Nitroglycerin going for base B as well. I wonder if he's going to get away with that, because it might also just be a trap. Rome getting shot at. And now, base B is getting reset again. And shoots his reserve shell. Is still trying to get base B, might get away with it, and he does. He does get away with it. That gives 2 base point advantage to Rackham. Bexley does not land that shot, but I think that was mainly a spotting move rather than anything else. You're too late, ammo tactic, Baudry, Sebastian. I'm sorry. I'm not sure why Bexley is doing this, because he is losing more HP than he's gaining damage from it, so they have to be careful. He's not quite dropping down. No, yeah, no, he kind of does need to drop down now. Mostima getting shot at. Currently, there's 260 points advantage for Rackham. There's about a 3k advantage, HP advantage for them as well. Silver running around. We have Crim and Rome on the other side. Just there to get any shots in that they might need. This speed boost allows the Kranwagen to get up there. Cheeky, that's good to know actually. For randoms. I need to play the Kranwagen more, it's still a good tank. So now the pressure is definitely on Inns, because they will have to make a move. Also, look at all the problems that Albert is having. Where's Albert? Albert is there. Albert just fixed himself, but he was in massive technical issues, basically. I think he was missing his driver and tracks and maybe engine, I'm not sure, but another one. ST actually gets set on fire there. He's about to be deaded. And there he goes. 880 points. Nitroglycerin is getting shot at. Oh, big hits into Moist. He's not going to survive this. And there he goes. Basically, Inst is forced to make a move here. Because of the points going up. But there was literally no option for them here. Because they had to make a choice. They had to push somewhere. And Rackham was just like, yeah, come on, push. We're all ready for you. And that means that the score for the giveaway is 12,568, which in this case, because we only have 3 people guessing before the timer was up, you all win 2 crates each, so you're all set. But that was beautiful. We are moving on to Black Goldville. That looks like this. 3 bases in a pretty much straight line, but very different areas of the map. Lots of lines of fire into any of the bases from the right positions, I have to say that. And the thing is that some bases, especially base C, if I recall correctly, because I sometimes switch the names, honestly. But base C is nice and secluded behind some buildings, but at the same time, it also means that you're far away from pretty much any part of the map that you might be needed at if the action is elsewhere. So that is always tricky. So we have, with 42 seconds left to go, we see Inns now ready with 6 Kranwagens and I'm at the Panzerwagen. And on Rackham's side, we see 2 Kranwagens and F3. We see Silver returning to the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen as well. Rheinmetall. I keep saying metal, but it should be Rheinmetall. Oh well. There will be another giveaway after this giveaway, by the way. Just a bit later on. I'll wait for this matchup to be over before I announce it. And they do need to ready up. We see the BZTs! Silver! There you go. Just in the nick of time. The thing is that BZT is not really a... Oh my god, Nitroglycerin is sporting that camo. Of course he sports the... No, I need to set that straight. The BZT is a tank that you can't really trust. Like, when it hits, it is glorious. But the chances of not hitting it are very big. The thing is, Nitroglycerin bought it in the auction for gold tickets. And he got number 3 camo, which means he spent a crap ton of money on it. And good for him, to be fair. Because, like... Oh, is he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? He is. No, didn't hit though. But they did shoot. But yeah, that cost a lot of money, that tank and that camo. And good on him, basically, for doing that. I'm not going to tell anyone that they can't spend their money or what they want to spend it on. Shen now also getting spotted. No, it wasn't actually Shen. It was two of the Kronwagen. And Silver taking a hit because he shot and got spotted himself. Base B has been kept. Silver kind of needs to not be there anymore, but can't really get out of there. Now he's just going to go for it. He needs to just... If he wants to live, he does... That was a blind shot into Shen there. GG. Basically, Silver can just get out of there and go for base A. Because most of the forces they know are at base C now. And this is what I mean. It is a pretty open thing, but you are pretty secluded, and it's difficult to get map dominance from this side. Mostima in a bit of a precarious position, to be honest, because if they wrap around the buildings, he can pretty much be a big target. So he is pulling back, which I think is a wise decision. And now A being kept as well. Oh, that hit. That hit. This is the thing though with the Visa T. Is it meta? Not really. Can it work? Yes, it can absolutely. And then you just see half a tank's HP vanish, and it just makes me giggle because it's evil. It's so evil. The fact that they're using two of them though is a bit iffy. Mainly because they can pretty much nuke a tank together. Yesterday they had like, what was it? 2 Type 5 heavies, and then I think 4 BZTs and 1 quick firing gun. And the only thing that they needed was another quick firing gun. And that was mainly just so they could get the kills in, because the BZT, while it can absolutely pack a wallop, it usually leaves tanks on low HP. So you need a quick firing gun to finish people off. We have Big Boy basically looking over base B. This is... Oh, there you go. And Darfan immediately getting some shots. And another one. And another one. And another one. All the shots are going in. They might get the base. They are going to work hard to get that base. But they lost a large chunk of HP getting it. And now we have the Kranwagens moving towards the... Oh, look at Grim, look at Grim, look at Grim. Is he doing it? Oh, that is exactly what I mean. Grim goes down, but ouch. Mostima also goes down. The Walker is not going to survive this. Nitroglycerin is slowly but surely reloading. He's now got his gun ready and is aiming for either TF or Moist. He doesn't quite care. He just wants to shoot someone. We're just going to stick with him. ST goes down. No, we're going to go for Moist. We're going to... Oh. And we already hit 1k points. But that shot though. Yeah, okay. I'm supposed to be very serious about this job. I cannot. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's just so mean. I kind of am tempted to give a reaction there. I just keep getting offers. That was the... Yes, I'm sure I want to reject that. What else did I get? I got another... I can choose between this or that. And I can't see what it is. Not that I'm going to do that. But that's good to know, because I know that if I log into my EU account later, I will get that quest as well somehow. And I will only have an hour to do it. Let's see, when is our next match? We should be sticking with Rackham here. have about half an hour. That's a bit of time at least. Oh, that was funny. So we don't know yet who will be in the grand finals. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can. Oh no, I'm gonna wait for YouTube to catch up first before I post anything, because otherwise you already know it's over. Okay. That looks in. I'm gonna screenshot that because it sounds funny. Basically, I do this. I screenshot stuff at times when I feel like I want proof of the ridiculousness that is happening. Okay, let's take a look. What is my bundle? Not gonna lie, that is a good bundle. I'll screenshot that too for the complete picture. I wonder if I'm gonna get something like that on my EU account. Because this account I don't play on. I get all the most insane offers on this account because of that. Let's see. I have some fun games. I am curious about this one, so let's start with this one. This tank is so broken right now, though. Like, they've been changing tiers for tanks, and Canonian Jagdpanzer is one of those, but it's been made quite broken. It's not OP, because it is still a Canonian and it can be murdered relatively easily, but it can be really, really mean. Let's see. In the meantime... Is it called Gambit? The obesity. I do really want that camo though. Like, I can take it without the number. I don't mind. I just want the camo because it looks so good. I wonder if it will ever come around again. I hope so. Probably not for a while yet, though. And here we have Ivan driving around. His in-game name, wondering if he is bad. Waiting for a target to drive into his range. Which they're not doing. They're not making it easy on him. He just wants a target. He just wants to shoot someone. There you go. Now you can shoot people. And another one. He doesn't care about the base. He just wants to get the shots in. And he gets another one in. See, this is how fast it can go. No, that's a nice bounce. I can't believe that penned, honestly. That is ridiculous. They're not looking at him. Oof. Yeah, they're not focusing on him at all. He can just freely farm here. Those are the best games, honestly, where you can just shoot and shoot again. See, basically it's got pretty much no armor, but the amount of damage this that's just mean. The amount of damage it can do is evil. Yes. Feed the monster. Give him more damage. Oof. Oh, bless him. He's just casually done 4k damage. That is how fast it goes. It is 4v4, but he's still full health. Whee! And he just wants to go for the damage now. Which he can. He takes his first hit here. But he's done near 5k damage so far. And where is there? There he is. I was just gonna say, he was here, wasn't he? Nice. Ah, just a bit too late to get the kill there. Yeah, definitely double bait pop-up. So Roby, you guys are wonderful. Please don't put yourself down like that. It's been so much fun watching both of you. Rackham is just really strong. And basically they're making you play their game. It's one of the things that I enjoy about tours, because you have teams that play their game and you have teams that make others play their game. And in this case, Rackham was just forcing you into positions that would lead you to destruction, basically. In the meantime, I'm getting tags, so I'm just going to make sure that I'm not missing anything. No, I'm not. The rest can't wait. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I want to see this one. I have a shitbon game and I want to watch it. Because it is such a good tank. It's so fun. And also, the henhouse camo is... Well, no, together with the harvester camo for the mouse. It's my favorite camo. It's so good. I especially love the chicken. Let's see. The henhouse camo is just sheer perfection. So I absolutely love it. Also, like, when I was laughing before, was it still cutting me off? Or did it actually just not do that? With the BCT game, I mean. Because I was having a lot of fun there as well, but I don't want it to cut me off, and I don't understand why it does. Maybe I just need... Well, I'm going to test a new microphone this week. Because this is a good microphone. I do feel it could be better. Nice. That could hurt if he shoots. No, he does not, though. Every time I see Sanka, I just think, Sanka, you dead? Yeah, man. From Cool Runnings. How did he not hit that? HE? Does it? No! Ah! Too late. Ammo rack? Nice. Hey, Netforce. Hey, Cosmo. Goodbye, Grill. Yeah, that is the target we want. Is he going to stay there? No, he is moving. But he is moving out in the... Oh! Oh! I do love the derp. Reset the base again. He is still there. No, you can't shoot them. Just take out the guy in the base. There's a rock there. Buy yourself time. Take out the guy in the base. Nice. Oh dear, 1 versus 4. And one of them is set on capping the base, it seems like. He's just going to cap the base, isn't he? Unless they convince him not to. Nice. That cost you a little bit, but it bought you 100 seconds. There we go. Now he's going to go back to capping. No, driving through. That means that there's 2 people coming your way. This is not an impossible win, but it could make things very difficult. Especially with 2 big TDs. Ow. Nice. That was definitely... He could clip you easy peasy. Ow. Nice. 37 HP left. Casual 7.5. It. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Reload your clip. Reload your clip. There you go. Ooh, this is way intenser than it needed to be. If he gets away with this though, like, it's a shitbomb for a reason. It's huge. But then again, so is the other shitbomb. And this is a shitbomb that had like 800 HP left, I think. Trick is finding him. You can kind of hope he went AFK, but you don't know. Oh god. You always have to wonder where you got spotted from. There he is. HE? HE? Oh, this is way too intense. 37 HP left. Oh my god. Honestly, I can just feel the tension in my bones. This could be an 8k game if he gets the shot in. Oh my god, he missed! He missed! He's nice. Absolutely beautiful. That's what it does. Okay. There's a thing where it translates stuff for me in the chat, and I don't know why it does that. That's really weird. For some reason, it just whenever Net4 says "Hi, Amma, hello, chat," it puts "Hi, Dad, hello, chat" somehow. I don't understand. But yeah, that was an absolutely gorgeous game. I can't believe you got away with that. With that tank, you shouldn't have been able to. Let's actually have a look. I think it was 51, wasn't it? The game's still going on. Apparently. Yeah, at 51. So we still have a little bit of time. I'm going to feed you a replay from me, where I am going to make mistakes. Or was this not the one? I'm not sure which one this is. And I think this was a pretty decent one. It kind of smells like bait actors, doesn't it? Yeah, this was not the game I was thinking of, but it counts. It's a carrot game, and I love my carrot. And it also allows me to do the giveaway stuff. It probably doesn't let me post all the... We're just going to shorten it a little bit and see if we can get away with it. Does it work? I'm just going to shorten Grand Finals to GF because that works. And then we will say this. So we don't know which teams are in the Grand Finals yet. I'm not making the same mistake as yesterday. Also, how can I avoid it from basically editing messages in my chat somehow? I don't know. It also changes Berkeley to Berkeley. Because that's totally not what I asked for. Actually did hit that somehow, I still don't know how. And I kind of want to make use of this, of them being focused on other teammates. As long as they're alive. But now I've lost 2 teammates, and they've lost none. And I just want to reload in peace, and then maybe be able to do something. That was just mean, though. I don't want to fall down, so I have to be careful with that as well. Probably derp that, to be honest. Object wants some help. And I'm happy to give it, but I don't want to risk myself too much here. So I'm just waiting for him to be in my line of sight. Oh, I did actually hit him there. GG. Yes, there we go. Sheridan's still looking way too healthy. Ooh, I think I just heard the doorbell, so that should mean that my... Oof, ow. Cheeky bugger. And then I should the ground, because of course I do. I think my new microphone just arrived. There we go. That's him gone. But I do kind of want to reload first. Actually, I did hit that blind shot, apparently. I hit a blind shot, at least. And I'm kind of curious why I saved this game, because so far this isn't... Oh no, I know why. Yeah, I remember. Because I was just waiting for him to peek out. Because I wanted to get the shots in. But I also didn't want to risk myself too much, so I decided to go about it differently. Now, with base A being in the clear, I just decided to go for the cap first. The E100 is probably not going to survive. Do, do, do. I'm not sure what the spaghetti is doing. E100 is now down to a 1 shot. And he is gone. So now I didn't really want to go head to head with the FT, because it is a pretty armored TD and it can be a pain in the behind to deal with that. So I decided to do something else. I want to go for him first, which I then do, and that allows me time and positioning to get behind the FT. He is moving this way. I can't really see which way he's looking right now. I have a rock here, and I have a bush. And I'm just being very, very careful. And he's not looking in my direction. He is going to be. And it just allowed me to. And now I know that I need to be careful. Spaghetti is now dead. I don't know why my object is not helping. Turns out he went AFK, but I didn't know that at this time. And I just decided to use my reserve shell, because why not? And he went AFK, which is why he blew up. I do love my carrot, honestly. Such a lovely tank. I was happy with this. Was that good little game? Also, let me just... no, wait, actually, I did... I thought I didn't pin it. Oh, I am a potato. But yeah, that was a lovely little game. I love my carrot. Let me watch the other game from Helmi, because we haven't seen that yet. If you want me to show off your game on stream, I have a Discord server, and on that Discord server there is a channel called Tournament Season Replays. And you can post your replays there, and I will show them as I can, or as I want to. Patch mode, please also clarify if you want a May Battle Pass or a June Battle Pass. Because it is midway through May, so I don't want to assume it's May. So let's see. That is a cheeky little move here. Kapoof! Aw. Didn't pre-aim far enough ahead. I really dislike this map on Encounter. I so enjoy this map when it's Supremacy. That was a quick deletion of the shitbon. There are a lot of people here. You have to be careful. He is going to get absolutely nuked. I can't believe he's still alive as it is. I was just gonna say, how is he still alive? But luck? Sheer luck? That's the end of the Sheridan. Nice. Cheeky little shot there. He's in a bit of a precarious position. Not a lot of cover. Eats one, but can take it. The girl is like, let me shoot you. There's 2 one-shots there now, though. 3 one-shots. Oh, nice little bounce. That is also sheer luck, not gonna lie, but still. May or June? Also, you removed your in-game name. Depeche Mode. Oh god, that's a beta T. You could be yeeted in one go. Let's see. That is perfection, Depeche Mode, thank you. That is a big gun. This is why I'm not unhappy with EU chat being switched off. Like, people that are dead can't chat anymore. And there is something to be said for that, because honestly, when you have this and you just have not useful comments in the chat, but just insults and stuff, it is not worth it. It is so not worth it. It is so much better just to... Poof. It is so much better just for that people to not be able to talk. BZ now also making an appearance. This could be tricky because he has a BZT on one side. He has got no support. And no, never mind. He did get support from the E4. Nice. But you may need 2 more of that in order to kill him. That's not good. Like, he's useless for half a minute now, but still. Yeah, that's also a good point. I dislike him as well, but I don't mind it as much on whatchamacallit, Supremacy, because you can easier influence the battle. Yes, I need to check actually if June will have a BP, because I'm not actually sure because of the Reforged update in the middle of it. I should hope so, because that would be something to commemorate. Is the BZT just... Oh yeah, he is lurking there. Nice. Oh, that fight! Well done. Now he's looking at you. And he fired. Now he's useless. You can do it. No need to hide. You can get another one in, and probably another one as well, because it's like 23 seconds or something to reload, I think. Please give him the kill, as in you, the one that we're watching. Nice job. Well done. GG. I just realized that we might be missing the room invite. That was a beautiful game, though. Well done. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly take you to the pre-stream stream so that I can accept the room invite. Oh, we are actually below 3 minutes already, so we can actually just go into the room. But that was a beautiful game. I kept thinking about like 51 and then not realizing that that means that I shouldn't have played replays that could last after 46. Oh well. But we're fine. We're fine. We are moving on to Naval Frontier. Naval Frontier looks something like this. You have 3 bases pretty much in a straight line in very different areas of the map. In tours, we usually see action around the base C area. In randoms, I go here, because I much prefer being here and then seeing where everyone else is at and working my way from there. Okie dokie, Netforce. I do kind of hope / wish that the June will have a battle pass. I can't really imagine that it won't be, though, because of the fact that it's such a special month. But I just want to make sure. I want to check first before I say anything for definite. But yeah, if you can get a June Battle Pass and you want a June Battle Pass, and there is a June Battle Pass, that's the one that you will win. Let's see, just over a minute left to go before we go into the first game between Rackham and Bip. Now we have Rackham ready with no less than 6 Kranwagens in a rij met de Panzerwagen. And for Bip we see 4 Kranwagens, 2 Felices and a rij met de Panzerwagen. Also obligatory rent. I dislike a paid-for tank being meta, especially a tank that has only been sold once and was sold for like €300. which is of course the Phillies. I also dislike the fact that I do not have a Phillies myself, but that's a whole other matter. Let's see. That could also be the case, like that June BP only has 2 weeks. I'm not sure. I've actually not seen Wargaming talk about the Battle Pass system for the move from Blitz to Reforged. Yeah. Basically, Calestra just said, I think encounter should be removed considering spawn of many maps are protected really well and everyone can camp forever if it's a coordinated camp. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have against encounter as well. Like, with Supremacy, you can force people to move. You can force people to go a certain way. And it just works so much better. I just find it easier to dominate the battle with Supremacy. Let's see. Look at the planes! I didn't know they did that beforehand as well. And there they are again. Whee! Air acrobatics. That's actually fun to watch. Rackham shooting stuff. We have Professor Silver again doing that little cheeky spotty spot he does on the ramp rather than at base B. See, immediately being capped. This is the thing. You can get the early cap here. Be actually shooting some shots, but not getting a decap there. Was also not quite shooting for that. Silver may be going for a B cap, which she is. Shots happening into Agatha. A now also being capped. And yes, Bip was aggressive with getting that first cap in. But now we have Rackham with 2 caps, and that will mean that they will quickly have a point advantage. Silver does take a little bit of a shot there and will be spotted for a bit longer. But he gets out of there relatively safely. Yeah, but that could still mean that the June BP would be very short. Don't know. Be actually pulling back, using his speed boost for that. Oh, we have Irisu. He has been spotted as well. But this could be very expensive. He actually may not survive this. He's not completely without support, and Krim is now rotating around to help. But then we have Professor at the front. He does get tracked. Bexley is not going to survive this. Krim needs to get those shots in. Bexley goes down. Silver loses more HP. Krim loses more HP. In the meantime, we have Yihos getting nuked. Krim now in danger. Pretty much can't really go anywhere. Is going to get pincered here and murdered. Silver is running around trying to survive. Krim goes down. That is 2 guns gone. For Rackham. 3 guns now with Silver being taken out. Agatha getting protected by the ground here. Nitroglycerin has to be careful. That was a very expensive shot not to hit. Because they... Oh, and another one! Agatha here. Protected by the ground and RNG. He does shoot his reserve shell though. And they know they count. But they need to take him out. He's almost got 1 shot left again. Bip now almost in command of all 3 bases. It is 5v4. But there's a pretty distinct HP advantage. Nitroglycerin now almost gone. Gets taken out by Irisu. Now last man standing, not looking too healthy. Big boy getting shot at. And we're already at 930 points for Bip because they have taken all the bases. And that means that Rackham does not have time to think about things. It also means they can't afford to lose last man standing. And they don't even need to because they've already lost here. Bip taking the first game. Very well played by Bip here. It's the small things here. Like, Bexley was in a very logical position, but the fact that they could wrap around him with like 3-4 tanks without that getting spotted early on and without there being much support, that is the tricky part here, because that is what cost Rackham the game. Because then Bexley was pretty much sacrificed. After that, Krim was sacrificed and Silver was sacrificed. Bip just played them up really well. Hey, Bobby. Let's see, just over a minute left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 5. Rackham now ready with 6 Kranwagens. I can't count anymore, GG. And 1 Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. And then on the other side we see 5 Kranwagens and 2 Felices. No fast tanks for Bip. Let's see. Also, I'm not sure if you can hear me because Mutsu was saying that his speakers were shot, but special thanks to Mutsu for handling the giveaway stuff for me. It's always very much appreciated. And also, just to clarify with the Battle Pass stuff, I will check if there is a June Battle Pass, just to be safe. But hopefully there is. I can't imagine there won't be, really. Do, do, do. I do like that camo. Like, I have a bunch of camo unlocked on every tank now and in the future. And that might be one that I want to add to it, because it's nice and bright. And it looks good on most tanks. But to be fair, all we need is a ladybug camo, really. Let's see. Silver probably going for this spot again, and we're just going to wait and see if he appears here. Because that's where I would expect him to be. There he is! The first 2 Kranwagens managed to get through there, though. RNG something something. Oof. First shot hit. Big boy losing a little bit of HP. Krim moving forwards. Professor now getting shot. They have to be careful with those shells though. Look at Agatha though. And Geos. They've got people coming up behind. Irisu is not going to survive this. And he gets taken out. And Big Boy is being set upon as well. But now we have Bexley shooting Agatha. There's a lot going on right now. Agatha trying to survive and hide. Big hits into Yeehos. The armor profile of the Phillies helping, but not when they're shot from 3 different sides. This, however, has given the Kranwagens from Bip time to arrive. Agatha goes down. That is 3 tanks gone. All of Bip is here. So he can just casually stay behind here. Low lid gets taken out. Professor gets tracked. He's being bullied here. It is... I would just want to say Nitroglycerin has a grand total of 41 HP, but is still alive. Professor gets taken out. 709 Kings gets taken out, and now it's just MRNG, and Nitroglycerin survives, and it's a 7-0. Who will reckon? Okay. I always felt that it was kind of like a reserve shell thing. This goes to show how much I need to have the fleets. Because it just seems that the reload from the 4 shells is so large. But yeah, goes to show I have no idea what I'm talking about. And that I need the Phillies. Reaction. Oh, that's mean. I hope that was given by his own team. So we are moving on to my favorite map in the game. We're going to Molendijk. Molendijk looks like this. Looks just like a little bit of the Netherlands. The only difference is that the Netherlands is flat and Molendijk is not. But it is such a lovely map. I love the graphics of it. I love playing on it as well. It's very fun. No, you're guessing for the grand finals. This is not the grand finals. This is the upper bracket finals. So yes, the guessing is still open and meant to be. But yeah, absolutely love Molendijk. Love the way that it looks. Had the pleasure of meeting the man that designed it at some point and still grateful for that. But yeah, this is just the upper bracket finals. After that, you get the lower bracket finals, and then you get the grand finals, and that's what you're guessing for. 26 seconds left to go, and for Molendijk we see, well, 12 Kranwagens and 2 Rheinmetall Panzerwagens. It's a very, a lot of variety, isn't it? Let's see. But if the, just wondering out loud, because I don't know the numbers obviously, the difference between the reload for the first shell from the Phillies and the reload from the last shell of the Phillies, how much of an increase is there? I do so want it though. I love auto reloaders. I did test it at the time, and I played it on my press account, but other than that, I haven't touched it because the thing is that if I play a tank on a press account that I really want, I'm just gonna be mad at not having it. Because technically, yes, I can play it on the press account, but it's not mine. Silver. Oh, look at all the Kranwagens. Look at all the speed boosts. Look at all the speed boosts. Silver may be in trouble. He may get away with capping. We have Professor near base B, looking to see if anyone is going down. We might have a Kranwagens versus Kranwagens duking it out. Like, 5 on both sides. Silver is not looking too healthy. Is not going to survive for long here. But then we have 5 Kranwagens versus 5 Kranwagens and a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Agatha now the preferred target here. He's not going to survive for long. He goes down. Irisu wanting to get silver, and he is working hard at it, but he is... Oh, he does get the kill though, but then he goes down himself. Nolad also getting shot at. 709 Kings. Getting some shots in nitroglycerin. Not getting that hit. And paying dearly for it. Yeehil's getting shot at. Yeehil's now the preferred target. They're ignoring everyone else. Big Boy is not looking too healthy. Professor shooting from the middle. Yeehil's goes down. And that's going to be the end of Big Boy. Or maybe not. Okay, he still goes down. But the RNG though was just mean. So now it's 5 versus 3. Nolad is facing Piexley. We have Professor being focused on by Last Man Standing and Krim now arriving as well. Nolad goes down. Krim is being murdered, but not before Professor. And Krim actually survives with a grand total of 5 HP. And the game is for Rackham. Rackham now back to its own strength. Yes, please do give a month if you are guessing for the damage game thing. Yeah, I can imagine with the Phillies. Oh, I want it so bad though. And now we are at a score of 2-1, which means that Rackham is up for match point. If they win the next game, then they are through to the grand finals, and then we follow BIP into the lower bracket finals. Or if BIP wins 2 in a row, then we will follow Rackham to the lower bracket finals. 1 minute and 9 seconds left before we go into the fourth game. And we see BIP now ready with no less than 6 Kranwagens and a high metal Panzerwagen. And we see Nitroglycerin going for G's for the tank. The thing is that G's for the tank is quite a juicy tank, but the reload is spectacular. I saw it yesterday in the tour as well, and I was surprised at that, but it can do really well as well. I need to find out how to switch off that damn autocorrect on the YouTube chat, because that is annoying me no end. Let's see. Also, I'm hoping that my I just got a video from Krim from training for our next upcoming matchup, and he's basically just looking and just being being a bully in a BZT. And here we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it is a big difference. It's not reserve shell big difference, but it is a big difference. Thank you, by the way, Callistra. I really appreciate you looking this up. 6 seconds is like a shell for most... Well, near 6 seconds. A shell for quite a few tanks. So that's actually good to know. Also good to know it's not actually a reserve shell, yeah. So technically it would be just better to reload the first shell repeatedly before you clip. And just make sure that your 4 shells can actually clip. And we see similar movements to last time. Silver going straight to the cap. Professor going straight to the middle. They are looking in the same direction. And we're going to have a Kranwagen nuke out again. This time though, BIP is a gun advantage because Rome is more towards the middle. Silver takes a little bit of a hit. And we just basically see the same movements we saw last time. Last man standing, taking a bit of a hit. Base B now getting capped. Rome is there though to make Professor hurt. Oh, Professor. In pain, a lot of pain. And now we have Rome using the bridge to just get some cheeky shots in there. Which means that now we have BIP moving in quite aggressively, going for last man standing, going for the track shots. Irisu gets taken out there. Last man standing gets set on fire, gets then put out of his misery by Geos. There goes Big Boy. Be actually focusing on 7 or 9 kings. He is going to get another shot in. He is trying to wait for that second shot to reload just in case. He may be able to get away with it as well. He is going to die, but he does get that second shot in. And... BXT is still alive. There he goes. Then MRNG goes down. And it is 4 versus 3. We missed the killing of Professor, but I'm not surprised that happened. With the way that Rome basically murdered most of him already. Rome now moving in, ignoring the tanks behind him. Going for Yields, the tank in his face I should say. Now we have Silver moving in, going in for the hug, protecting Rome. And he does not get the kill. Because now he's just all out, and there we go. GS4 looking quite healthy here. And Silver survives on 69. Mitzi would be proud. HP. I think that. Oh yeah, that's immediately we got the next room. BIP versus Ins, I think it was. Do do do. Yes, versus Ins. Cats is out. It does say forget me, but oh, sorry, that's mean. So we have BIP versus Ins, and whoever wins that goes against Rackham in the grand finals. So now we have to wait again until the room goes below 3 minutes before we go in there. I like how Krim just casually has the time to send me a video of an BZT derp shot though. This is honestly why I love APAC. APAC can be so much fun. And I think every server has its pros and cons when you stream them. I love the seriousness of EU. Like, most of the time, like, if you have to stereotype the servers, you have, like, EU being slow and tactical, and APAC being very chaotic. And back in the day, I have to say back in the day, because I haven't really streamed NA properly for a while, NA was more like the, not YOLO brawl, but it was more brawly than EU in comparison, at least. There would still be tactical, but it was less slow games than EU, at least. But yeah, I'm not surprised we don't see the G so often. In this case, it was a perfect support tank, but you have to be careful to keep your tank alive. You can't really go out in front of a few crown wagons, basically. Oh dear. Streetwagen mantlet is bugged for months. It's supposed to be red. It's a model clipping issue that hasn't been fixed. I did not know that. I haven't played the Streetwagen in ages. We can actually go into the room by now, by the way. We are going to start off on Lagoon. Lagoon looks like this. It is one of the newer maps we have. I think it may actually be the newest map we have, isn't it? Like, that is actually playable in the game yet, right now. I do like it. It can also be really frustrating because it can take time for your team to get back to you if you're in trouble. And if you don't either have the right campers or the right support, the game can be really frustrating to play on. It's a very frustrating map to play on, then, at least. I really wish I had a Phillies. I'm reading back the chat about the reload, and basically that there's a 1.5 to 2 seconds increase per shell that you shoot. So first 2 shells shooting, Marinka says, and then reloading pretty much makes sense, but you have to be careful not to shoot all the shells. In tools, though, we usually see more shells being used. The thing is that if you don't pen, then that can cost you very dearly in tournaments. In randoms, you can get away with it. Let's see, just over a minute left to go before we go into the first game of this, again, best of 5. And we have Ins ready with full Kranwagens. And Bip is taking 2 Phillies, a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and 4 Kranwagens. This could be interesting, because the thing is that, like, back in the day, before you had all these stupid super speed boosts, you would need a fast tank to run around in camp bases. And nowadays, when you have the super speed boost, you can do the running around yourself, even if you're in a heavy. I'm not really a fan of that, honestly. I wish all these super consumables would just be removed. I'm not talking about stuff like, well, necessarily sandbags or something, because that kind of makes sense, but stuff like the super speed boost and the when you suddenly can do more damage. I think that's tungsten. Stuff like that. And the fact that they're used as a balancing factor for the tanks. That's the part that I dislike the most. Because it should just work. A tank should be balanced by itself. And it shouldn't need super consumables to balance out, so to speak. Hope I'm making sense because I'm not sure I'm finding the right words to say what I want to say. Let's see. So many Kranwagens. Also like the amount of neat hooks being used here. It is a very cool camo, not gonna lie. The funniest thing is that you have like the Kranwagen Nord and it's like the Swedish flag. But then you have the little crowns that's it's like it's a Swedish post office and I can't unsee that. Like I have two sisters that live in Sweden. So I see that whenever I'm there and it's just it looks wrong. It looks like a post office. So I have Professor going in for the spotty spot, which is exactly what he's doing here. Spotting 3, crossing towards base A, which gives Bib a lot of information. They are lying in wait though. And Inns is happy to wait. Now we have Professor running around, no longer needing to do the spotting because they already know where half the team is. Let's see. Professor moving around, probably going to cap base C, which is pretty much a free cap right now. But he's not going to be able to cap it before Insta squad base A. And Dakvam is moving around as well, rotating back. Does not get spotted. This is the thing. Everything is information. Like, if you get crossover and you get spotted there, you know where you're getting spotted from. They know that there would be someone here. So not getting spotted at certain positions also gives information. So now both teams are content lying in wait for one another. We have Professor moving up the hill behind base C. We have SC possibly going for a base B cap. He may get away with it as well because there's no one there. But they don't know that. You can change your damage guess, yes. Basically just post a new one. The last guess that you post is the one that will count. Let's see. I'm still not sure which team you're guessing for, by the way, because we don't know if Rackham will be the team on the left. Half expected to be, but we don't know. People are waiting. People are not doing anything. We are... TF Panjaj says okay. Everyone is waiting. Nothing is happening. Kasky actually got spotted there. Professor is hiding out. I think they were hoping that they may get away with a B cap. But that is protected. Bib is now moving. They have to be careful. And Dakvan is looking in that direction, but it's not spotting them yet. Lotion. The Walker. May be in trouble. Now we see people getting spotted. Agatha losing a little bit of HP. A is now being stolen. And the Phillies is... oof. Lots of shots happening, not all that much damage being done. Base A is now theirs. Agatha losing a whole lot of HP very, very quickly though. Goes down. And Duffin and the Walker are not looking too healthy. Duck is basically trying to survive, but he does not. Irisu almost gone as well. There goes the Walker. GF Panjaj is moving, trying to get Irisu. He does get another shot in. Basically gets another one in. Saves the last one for... if he can get away, he does. 709 Kings goes down as well. Bib having all the base advantage. But is losing tanks left and right. There's only 3 tanks left now. GF Punjaj is not going to survive this. ST moving back. Yeehills misses. We have Shen moving in together with Moist to take out Nolad, and that is exactly what happens. Professor, oh, big hit there. Kasky using that speed boost to more or less get to safety, leaving him with 50 HP. Professor goes down, and now it's just Yeehills. And we have ST arriving at the back. And he's just not going to be able to win this, I think. No, he's not giving up, but he is being absolutely farmed here, and the game is for ins. Despite the base steal. Hey, Steven. Lovely game there. Oh, when the figures. This is the thing, like when a mana is so I can't really say dull, but when it's so dull that you only see Kranwagens, seeing any other tank than a Kranwagen, one of the two lights, and a Felice is interesting because Concept 1B is now making an appearance on both sides, and a Vicus. Also, please note that basically Bip is now leaving the fast tank behind, which is also something. Do, do, do. Let's see. First, I just said, people are waiting. People are not doing anything. That's average random teammates. I mean, yeah, that's not wrong. It could be the case, really. The thing is, in tours, even when people are doing nothing, there's still so much happening. Like, everything is information. If you do get spotted, it's information. If you don't get spotted, it's information. If you see something getting knocked down, it's information. Everything is information. So even when we don't see action, there's so much happening. And it's one of the things that I love about tours, and I love pointing it out if I have the time for it. Which is actually one of the things that Castilla is really good at for a map. Because there's, like, you have people on the ramps, and then they have a gun pointed in a certain direction, and they're not there to actually do damage. They're literally there to show their team where people are. Which I really love. So here we go. The second game on Lagoon. And let's see where the Concept 1Bs goes, because I find it funny that both teams took Concept 1Bs here. Ins going for one. Ooh, all of them are going in that direction. Shen may be in trouble. He doesn't know it yet, though. And he may get away with a free base cap, because there are no fast tanks there. He's content to wait, wants to see if anyone is there. And we see, basically we're gonna get a corner brawl again. Kasky going up the ramp on the other side here. So now we have a lot of people spot. Oh, cheeky shot there. Basically, Nolad's sticking all the way at the back there, making it hard to shoot him. Kasky is in danger though, he's not doing too good there. We have M. Duckfan going for the base, using the rocks as armor here. And we have the two Felices moving in. This could be very expensive for Ins. They need to focus fire. They need to make sure that all the shots count. And the Felice is a bit of an armored bully. Yeehills, though, is not looking too healthy. Now 404 HP, 28 left. Gets taken out. But now M. Duckfan is on the long reload. And he's getting absolutely murdered as well. So we have Insna also arriving at the back. TF and Josh taking hit. 709 Kings goes down. Forktrule, I'm probably pronouncing that, goes down though. 3 tanks gone from Bib, 2 from Ins. Moist not doing too good. Nolad taking a hit. Kasky being bullied by Agatha, and Professor goes down. Evening the guns out. HP is neck and neck. There goes the gun advantage. Well, the gun evenness, let's say. And In still has that base. They have the advantage that way. Professor dropped down. And actually, that might be his downfall, because he may be able to shoot multiple shots into Shen. But he is not going to survive this. Because Shen will just reload faster and get him out of the way. He has 9 HP left. When he does get that reload. And now it's just Agatha versus the Walker. The Walker is now behind the rock. Has the advantage of being able to reload now in peace. Agatha is also reloading mind. But there's 3 guns versus 1 gun. And the game will be for Ins. Shen is running around, is just going to go towards base A, I reckon. Because the Walker is not going to survive this. And Shen is just going to secure victory by getting base A. Which is a good call, because it is still a Felice. All the shots can be troll. And they may be able to get away with it. They will. They are going to win on kills. There we go. Base A cap was for safety. Was not even needed. Thank you, Steven. I do love streaming tours. To be fair, every season I'm like, do I want to do this again? Because it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. And every season I do the matches and I'm just, yeah, this is exactly why. There are so many fun matches in tours and you don't get this level of team play anywhere else. And it's just so fun to watch. So yeah, every time I wonder if I should do this again, and every time I'm happy that I do. Shojovist just said, Vic is used more as a cap reset tank instead of capping bases like the LT and the RHM. Yeah, that's true. The thing is that we have an Object 777 too. And the thing is that every time that I see a tank that's just not casually used a lot, I always wonder what they're going to do with it. We are moving on to main runes though, which looks like this. You have 3 bases in it. This one is the cheeky one. We do see cheeky caps here, which was one of the reasons why the IS-4 used to work really well on this map, specifically for the B cap. But it's always a bit of a tricky question on where they will go and what they will do, because you do need the bases, because they add pressure, but you kind of only need them if the other one has one as well. But yeah, I love tours. I just need to not think about the people that I watch playing, because some of them, basically, when you see tournament, well, the competitive scene on Discord, they can be something that you can't be proud of, let's say. So I always try to disengage that from the actual games, and when I commentate, I want to focus on the action that I'm seeing and the beauty of the gameplay, and just not on who's actually doing it, so to speak. Hope that makes sense. I am very curious about the 777 though. So we have 1 Feliz Yeehorse heading towards the base C area. In sticking to the middle though. And they may be meeting pretty much most of BIP there. Moist going towards the Here, this is where I like to go if I'm in heavy. No, he's actually overlooking. Ooh. Agatha taking some... Getting absolutely nuked here. Poor Agatha. Agatha is gone. Agatha got yeeted. C is getting kept, A is getting kept, and now we have Moist now going into base B. And that will give Insti advantage here. C. They know that someone is back there. They know some people are in the middle. Oh, they were actually bush shooting. They're shooting, like, this is also something that I love watching into and explaining. People are shooting in this direction. They're shooting the bushes. They're also shooting in this direction to that bush. Because that is where the campers are, if there are campers. The thing is that these blind shots could be worthwhile. In this case, though, they're all basically knowing that that's where the shots will go, so they don't want to do that. Irusu gets spotted. 777 pulling back a little bit. We also have Kings at the back there. Not spotted yet, though. Now he is. And TF Panjaj immediately pulls back. Thing is, in this case, Inns doesn't have to do anything. It is up to Bip to make a move. It's up to Bip to get the advantage back somehow. And that means either getting base B, which is protected, or base A, which is very protected. Walker being nuked a little bit. Now we have Moist in danger. Going after Yeehulz. Yeehulz now not... Oh, there goes Moist. But Yeehulz is not far behind. Irusu also gets taken out. 2-gun advantage, soon to be 3-gun advantage. Now we have Mdakvan in the Hori going in for the hug before the kill happens. And we are at 1k points, and Ins is through to the upper bracket finals again. Well, the grand finals, I should say. This was the lower bracket finals. See, and there we go. Room immediately following one another. So we are getting ready for the grand finals, and after the first game of the grand finals, I will stop guessing for the battle pass stuff. And after that, basically, we will have the game that you are guessing for. Sometimes I see stuff in the chat, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna react to that. I don't think I've ever logged the meta tanks. Like, it always changes. But it also depends a lot on the super consumables and whether or not they're the balance. Well, I say balance changes in air brackets because sometimes super consumables are being taken away and given to other tanks, and then those tanks become meta. The super consumables affect a lot of the tournament meta. Thing is, though, I will say this: like, you have tank splits and you have a lot of tank splits, but by now they're quite different games, and you can't really compare them anymore. Let's see. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left before we go into the grand finals. And it also means I have half a minute left before I can go into the room. Do, do, do. And then we will also see which team is on the left, because I didn't check when I hastily accepted the invite there. Let's see. Almost there. I always just wait a split, well, about 10 seconds more just to be on the safe side before I go and go into the room, I mean. Let's see. There we go. We are safe. We are going to Middleburg, which is one of the oldest maps in the game, in my opinion. It's also one of the least favorite maps that I have. I don't mind it, but it's quite team dependent, because if your team splits up and one half gets absolutely nuked because the other team is coordinating better, it is frustrating. Mutsu has not been playing much. But yeah, Concept 1B has been an auto reloader for a while now. Well, not auto reloader, auto loader. It's a 2-clipper now. It's fun. It's fun, fun, fun. It's also a bit broken. It kind of needs balancing. Let's see. Just under 2 minutes left to go. In the meantime, I'm getting so many tags and they're not important, so I'm just ignoring them. Basically, there are a few channels that I keep an eye on when I'm streaming because they might be stream relevant. Like we have a tour channel for streamers. We have a tour channel for streamers in another server. We have the CC server that has a streamer chat as well. So those are the channel I generally keep an eye on. Plus my own admin channel, which is where I get updates about the giveaway stuff. Honestly, we know that when Reforce comes, there won't be a tool system at that point in time. It needs to be built in, and that will take time. So it won't be there on release. I think there will be training room tours for a little bit, which is pretty much how we started it when tours first started happening. I had a feeling that TF Panjaj was going after Uf Panjaj. And I get fangirling about him, honestly, because he's been amazing to watch, so fun. Such a good caller. Basically, just teams that he was in just had that little extra oomph. It was always fun to watch. So I understand being a fangirl, yeah. 30 seconds left, and we see 13 Kranwagens and 1 Felice for Middleburg. And then we will soon see what they're going to do with it. After the first game is over for me, I will say stop guessing now in the chat, and then we will have the game that you're guessing for. We are guessing for Reckon by the Bay, because that is the team on the left. Let's see. Not gonna lie, I'm actually hoping for more BZT memes. To be fair, you shouldn't really be doing that in tours because it could also work out against you very badly. But it's been so much fun to watch. Let's see. Here we go. Prim. Oh, going for a different spot there. Nitroglycerin going for the base. Prim going for the church. Does get spotted. A and B both getting capped now. Kasky did get spotted there as well. So they know who is in base. A and, well, they don't know who's in B. Shen spotting Silver and Silver spotting Shen. And both sides, well, no, actually, there's no support for Silver here. But Ins doesn't know that. Now we have the Kranwagens being spotted. Nitroglycerin has... Ooh, shooting at Moist there. Kasky in danger a little bit. Has to be careful. Nitroglycerin using the little quarter circle of buildings very nicely here. Prim losing a little bit of HP. But fuck them. Duck fam. GG. I was just saying that, I was like, that's not right. Silver losing a little bit of HP. We have a bit of a 1v1 going on in the hills. Since City is just waiting. They're both just shooting one another, so that's not really going well. And they're both just reloading that shot. ST is there though, which Silver knows, so they have to be careful with that. But Krim has now also made his way into the hills and might be stealing base C. No, he doesn't quite care about base C. He cares about shots. Ooh, he does eat one a little bit. Ooh, Shen is very low on HP. He has 39. That's nuked by nitroglycerin from the city. GG. So that is a gun advantage, even though Silver's not looking too healthy. Now we have Ins moving into the city though. C getting... No, not getting capped. Bexley is moving in. They want to go after Kasky. Mostima losing quite a bit of HP. They're shooting Kasky. That is the preferred target here. He is going down. TF Benjosh. Now the next in line to get nuked. And they're just ignoring him. Why? Why are you just casually turning around, ignoring someone for the longest time before just finally shooting him? The Walker goes down. It is 7 versus 3 right now. Rome looking quite healthy, as is Cologne. SC goes down. Dakfam goes down as well. And now it is just Moist, which is being bullied into the corner here. And we are at 1k points, and they don't even get to kill him. And the game is for Wreckham. Well played. I think if ST had moved in together with Shen to kill off Silver, that might have worked. Doesn't mean that it would have affected the whole battle though. So we're going to stop the guessing now. There we go. We're going to unpin. Okay. Count. Okay, you can still count those two. Stop guessing now. There we go. We will just remove that. And then we will just, because it was just right after I posted it, that wasn't quite fair. So Marinka, don't forget the month. I can't type. GG. Anyhow, we are getting ready for the second game on Middelburg. We see 7 Kranwagens, well, we see 13 Kranwagens in total and 1 Phillies again. Let's see. Actually wonder, like, for the crates, we have a guy that won, and he's like, the name is just impronounceable. Let's see. I keep forgetting to drink. Not alcohol, mind. Usually I have like a little can of Coke or a bottle of 7-Up with me when I stream. In this case, I've not been doing that. I'm trying to stick to my diet, so I'm drinking very weak lemonade because I hate the taste of water. Grim and PXL already in the hill. Everyone is going hill, but not for Rackham, so this could be very interesting. Grim spotting ST, but not the rest yet. Now the Walker has been spotted as well. And Kasky. Cheeky shot there by Grim. He does eat one a little bit back, but it's only a little. And he just fully clipped Lotion. And now everyone is spotted. And Rackham will have to play very defensively. Mostima is the preferred target here. We now have the rest of Rackham quickly trying to get there. But Mostima keeps getting tracked and is sadly being nuked. And there's not much he can do about it. This is the joy of tracking. And I was just going to say, is he actually getting out of that? But he's not. Nitroglycerin arriving. Getting some shots into Shen. C has been kept. Now we have Rackham basically forcing a two-front war on Ins. ST is the preferred target, goes down. PXL is now getting set upon. Shen is getting set upon. Shen goes down. PXL is going to go down as well. The Walker actually got set on fire, so that's just mean, and gets nuked. Both teams have lost 3 guns. Rackham has an HP advantage though. We have Nitroglycerin facing off. We have Kasky actually shooting Cologne on the other side. But we have the well-armored Felice. Kasky now getting taken out by that last shot. Cologne not looking too healthy. Does get taken out. Making it 3v3. But Moist is not looking too healthy. Whereas Rackham has 3 relatively healthy tanks here. Let's see. Nitroglycerin just crossing over. Gets missed there. And Dakfem wanted to wrap around. Moist gets taken out. Rome may be in a little bit of trouble. Nitroglycerin is still reloading. That is the end of Rome. That is some nice pincer action. And now it's just TF and Josh, who does not really want to be there anymore. He's like, nope, I'm just noping out of here. And they're like, nope, you're not noping. And give chase. And tracked. And kipoof. And the game is for Rackham. In what could have easily been Inz's game, to be fair. But Rackham was given that little bit of time to recover and regroup. And then they just absorb the push. This is the thing, like, when someone pushes, if the other team is ready, or makes themselves ready, it makes all the difference. That also means that the score for the giveaway is 18,480. That is a high score. Lever game here. Let's see. Oh dear. Score now 2-0. No match point yet because it is a best of 7, meaning that the first team to reach 4 victories is the one that is basically through to the professionals. But Rackham is looking really, really strong here. And with 50 seconds left to go, we have Rackham ready with 6 Kranwagens and an LT. And on this side, we see 6 Kranwagens and an LT as we are getting ready for Rockfield. Let me just stop that video. We've got time. Rockfield looks like this, yeah. 3 bases, pretty much in a straight line. There is pretty much lines of fire into all of them. But base C is the most protected. At the same time, there's also the place where most people lie in wait. So I am curious to see how this will play out and if base B will be capped actually, because that is for me always the funniest base. I have a meme with one of my teammates where I'm actually always talking about sending him to base B because I always wanted the quick cap. And it worked quite well. Let's see. Do, do, do. I'm not sure if that information is actually meant to be out there. Hang on. See. This is always fun because we usually see like the little false tanks either spotting there or there. Silver going for the middle and Shen going for the other spot. Moist getting shot at. Rackham did get spotted there though. Mostima moving in. Rackham being quite aggressive here. This is something they've been doing a lot though. Just going straight on in. And getting out that tank in the middle. Krim losing a lot of HP for it though. There are actually so many tanks there in the same spot that it's actually difficult for them to get that kill. Nitroglycerin is barely alive, but PXD gets that kill in on Kasky. And Nitroglycerin gets to survive a little bit longer at least. They did take out a tank, but it cost them almost the same amount. Shen on the other side is going to have to deal with Silver, who is now arriving at the back. Gets that first shot in. Also avoids getting shot that first shot. I can't zoom in anymore. GG. We can fly over there though. And Silver should have this, especially with some help from the other side of the map. There goes Shen. That is the second gun gone. Base B has actually been capped. Nitroglycerin is still alive. And now decides to drive down. Wanted to avoid getting killed. But we have the Walker now being very forwards here. Even though they're both fully loaded. Pxley is actually not sure what... The focus is not quite there from Pxley. But he did get that third shot and he will be able to... Might be able to kill the Walker. And he does, because he walks back and Duckfen... Or Pxley does go down in the end. But Duckfen shot the ground there. TF Binjaj goes down. Poor ST gets murdered. And now it's just... And Duckfen that is going to go down. Not sure what was asked there. Ah, okay. Mostima is Kane, I think. Rackham is just so bloody strong right now. It's beautiful to watch, not gonna lie. And it means that the battle passes are won by Rate 77764 and Marinka. Congratulations. And well guessed. Let's see. Very high score though. Netforce wasn't far off either. I'm hearing my cat outside my door screaming. Because he does that, because he wants cuddles. Bless him. 1 minute left before we see potentially the final game of today, because right now we have a 3-0 score for Rackham. If they win the next game, then they are through to the professionals, and Inns will have to try again. Also, I need to do this and remove this song from my playlist because it's giving Copyright issues. There we go. $30 left. We see 12 kranwagens, a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and a Vicus for the second game on Rockfield. And let's see. Can Rackham bring it home? That is the question. I would have to say one thing though, for streaming APAC. Like, if I stream EU, I have very late nights, and it's very detrimental to my sleep. Whereas APAC is like mid-afternoon for me, which can make things difficult. I need to take time off to stream APAC most times, except for like weekends like this. But it also means that after that I still have like half a day left, and that's actually really nice. Silver going in for the spot, but now Shen is not moving in this direction alone. We have Ins moving towards the base A, so is Rackham. We see spots happening. Shen gets spotted. Tiny bit of a hit there, but not a lot. Silver does spot some people as they move towards base A. Oh, Shen getting hit just as he goes unspotted, I believe. And Rackham is content to wait. BXley now moving in, going to go for that C cap. They know it's not the Vickers that is capping them. No, he's not actually going for the cap. I think he's going to try. Oh, that was a good decap, but BXley immediately gets hit a lot for that. And they still will not. Well, no, now they will have the advantage, I was going to say. Because they will cap that base just a little bit faster. And that will give them a tiny, tiny point advantage. Let's see. Krim has been spotted there. He's still spotted. There we go. Silver went back to the spotting position from before, spotting ST. And we have Ins relocating. Shen taking a bit of a hit there. The Walker getting shot at by Cologne. Let's see. Katsuki getting shot at from all the way across there. Sometimes you hear the shots and I want to see all the shots, and I can't show all the shots because there's just too many things going on at once. And Rackham is content to wait. They don't need to make a move. Shen is getting shot at by Silver. But there's no one quite there, not spotted at least, so they don't know exactly where they are. And now we have Nitroglycerin going for the ballsy move and getting base B. And that will put in the pressure. We have Rome and Mostima moving into the middle. They have the domination on this side, so they can safely be here and not get shot from the other side. Also important to note that with them having base B, they again have a growing advantage that will ever get bigger. And the pressure will be on Ins to do something about it. Moist crossing over. BXley losing a bit more HP there as they go after Kasky or attempting to. Now they are moving in. The Walker is the preferred target. For the other side it's Cologne, but Cologne is nice and well pulled back here. BXley is not looking too healthy. We have Shen running off. Gets hit. We're at 830 points. Shen all the way over here. Gets hit again, gets hit again. He is getting to safety, if barely. ST though, not looking too healthy. Oh, nice little. This is brilliant. Duckfen rammed Mossima to throw off his aim. Shen and Piaxley both go down at the same time, but with 990 points. 960. It's all about the kills. If they kill Duckfen, that's the end of the game and the end of the prove your skill. Beautifully done. Rackham being so strong, grabbing that advantage and adding on to the pressure every single game here. Beautiful. I hope that's by their own team and not by the enemy team. I would dislike that. Well, commiserations to Inns. You've been so fun to watch. And congratulations to Rackham for getting through to the professionals. Well done. So let's see. Is the other one over yet as well? It doesn't look it. Probably still going. Or it's not. Let's see. No, that's still going. And it's being streamed by Frostbite. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Marinka and Rage, congratulations on the battle passes. I will ask the May battle pass to be added as soon as possible. And for the crates and June battle pass, obviously they will follow later. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Mutsu, so much for handling the giveaway stuff. I will thank you in text as well because I think your speakers are shot and that you are not going to be hearing this. And yeah, that's basically going to be it for me. So wish you all a very lovely evening. Well, afternoon for you, but have a good day. And I will be seeing you for the round robins because I can't cover the next qualifier because that's again during the week if I recall correctly. But the round robins start Tuesday. Yes. And I will be streaming those. The 26th. So I will start. I'm brain derping all over the place. I will be streaming all the round robin days for the APAC server. And basically after that final stage as well. I'm focusing entirely on the APAC server this season. So hope to see you all then. Have all a lovely day and I will see you all later. Bye bye.